Hey YouTubers, so I'm a little bit new to this, I'll be totally honest. So for those of you that don't know me, my name's Ben. Reason I'm doing this video, I'm actually building an off-grid camper van, or trying to build. This is going to be my first van build, and I'm posting a lot of my content on Instagram, Facebook, etc. And a lot of my friends and family and other random people I don't actually know have said to me, Ben, your content's great, you know, you're funny, you mess things up. You do this, you do that, and I think you're very knowledgeable on certain things. We think you should do a video, do a YouTube channel. So here I am. Excuse the bad videoing probably, because this is my first time I'm doing it off an iPhone. I don't really know how to do all this. I'm not really into all of that, but I do, to be honest with you, I watch a lot of YouTube content. There is actually a guy on there called Wheels Whereabouts. He's fantastic. He's actually what's inspired me to do a van build. So I've basically started my van build already, but I'm only early doors in, so I'll go through a few bits of what I've done. The van I've chosen, because I've got a good deal on it, is a 2021 Iveco Daily. It's a long wheelbase. It's actually a medium wheelbase on logbook, but I actually think it's a long wheelbase because it's massive. It's a high top and it's dual wheel at the back, so it can take a lot of weight. It's fantastic. I love it already, and I've started doing some content, so I'm going to show you around what I have done and what I'm going to be aiming to achieve tonight. So here we go. So there she is. She's called Big Beige Betty and she is a 2021 Iveco Daily. Let me just take the phone mount off a second. So yeah, so what I have done so far, I have cut some windows in. These were supplied by a company called Van Pimps. Really quick service, very reasonably priced. I went for the sliding windows, so you can slide that little section out there, and I fitted these last weekend. Quite simple, no instructions came with it, but it's just common knowledge. You just sort of measure up, and I made a template out of cardboard, and I went to work with a jigsaw, which you'll see a little bit further on down in this video if I can figure out how to edit it all. Step on in. So where are we at the moment? Let me just zoom out. So we are at the moment, let me just switch my light on. Here we go, so we've got some light. So what I have done with the floor is I pulled all the original plyboard up. It can be reused. There's a couple of holes here which I'm going to fill, just some holes in here. I'm just going to fill those over with some flexible sort of filler, like a sealant, and just skim it off with a blade, just because you're not going to see it. What I then did is got some 2x1 roofing batten, which is where these lie. And again, I'll put a photo up in the video of what I've done. And I basically created a frame for the floor, and I might be able to just show you here because I haven't stuck this bit down yet. And basically, I created a floor and Celotex it all. Oh, there goes my panel. So I put some Celotex in there to give it a nice insulation. It also just gives the floor a lot more stability, and also save drilling into the actual van, which is what the previous owners did. So I actually went around and filled all the holes in the van and then primed them all so there's no rust to come back through, and then I created my floor. I probably went a bit belts and braces with it. Again, I'm totally new to this, but I decided after watching loads of videos of people actually having to pull their floors back up because they had spongy bits in it, or you know, things weren't fixing down properly. So I didn't want to make that mistake early on in my van build, and considering I'm doing it from scratch, I thought, why not? So we just went belts and braces. There's quite a lot of braces in here, little noggins. I ran 2x1 batten from the length of the van, 4 lengths all the way down, and then just noggined it in between. And it's a nice solid sturdy floor. So we just got the rest of the plyboard to put down, and then I can obviously start screwing it down into the battens so you're not into the floor. What else have I done? I've done pretty much all of the Dodo mat. This was from the company Dodo Matting. It's awesome stuff, and you just basically peel it off, clean the panels up and stick it on. They say to apply it to over or up to 50% of the panel, so I've probably gone a little bit overkill, but I ordered 2 boxes of it, and I just thought, you know what, why not just use it? What's the harm? So it's nice and solid, no vibrations. Again, on certain things I've seen on people's videos where they've been going around and just resticking these. Thankfully, because it's a new van, or I say new, it's a 21 plate, it's only done 8,000 miles, luckily, so it is like new. There hasn't really been able to, any bits I've had to sort of re-stick down, so I've been pretty lucky on that count. However, obviously when I cut the windows out, I did remove the strengthening bars, which was easy. Just drill out the rivets, little chisel behind there, and just pry it off. And then, as you can see, I've cut that in, and I got my windows. Really happy with those. They're great. What else have we done? Not a lot. Got a max fan in there, which is the it's the slightly larger one of the two that they do. I'm going to get the little finishing trim that goes around the LED lights and pop that in, but that's all bolted on. That's all screwed through, and I've also Sikaflexed all the way around. My choice of sealant, I always use Sikaflex. Previously I've been doing a lot of boats. I've been brought up around boats in the water, so I've actually built a lot of boats from scratch, and Sikaflex is one of the top sealants and adhesives in the marine industry. So I thought, why not use it on here? You know, you can almost stick it on underwater, it's that good. Kind of like the CT stuff. So I know that's going to do the job. So I fitted the max fan. I sprayed it up with a jet wash right up into the max fan, round the actual perimeter. No leaks at all, so I'm pretty good with that, so I'm happy. I'm not going to waffle on my first video because, as I said, I'm new to this. So tonight my plan is to get some matting down on the garage floor area after I've done the holes. I've got some I bought a roll of rubber matting from a company local, which is really good. £50 for a 10-metre roll. Done a bit of a deal with the guy, a bit of a handshake, and we had a £50 cash job for the roll, so I was really happy with that. So we're going to get some of that down perhaps later tonight, maybe tomorrow, just so this area, then I can kind of tick it off on my head that the garage area is done, and we'll probably carpet the tops of the wheel arches and maybe put the boxes back on, which I've made out of ply. There was some already there, but they're a bit beaten up, so I've just sort of refabricated them with a couple of new bits of ply. I've also got some Scorver bed beams, again, at Will's whereabouts. He was fantastic watching all of his content. He you know, he's very what should we say, detailed in his videos, and everything that he does, which is fantastic. Even if he messes things up, that's all part of it, right? So I went and picked up 3 of those from IKEA, £20 each now. They have gone up. I think when Will bought them, they were about £10 each, so £20 each. And then I actually found some brackets, because they don't sell the brackets separately, as you'll see online. I actually found these on Facebook Marketplace. I managed to get 6 of these for £20, so that was an absolute bargain. So we're going to mount those on here. All right, so we'll just drill those in and mount those on nicely. A little bit of Sikaflex on there to stop any metal to metal contact and some vibration, and then obviously we'll screw those on so they're nice and solid, and then the Scorver beams will sit on there. Another bargain, Facebook Marketplace again, brand new king size bed slats, a whole pack of them with fixings, £20 off Facebook, and they go perfectly across the bed, leaving me 3 spare slats, so if anything breaks, you know, a bit of a jiggy in the bedroom, if one of them breaks, then we've got some spares, so that's fantastic. A couple of other little jobs that we have done. I started putting some insulation in. Thankfully, a friend of mine owns a great company called Revampavan. Check him out. I'll put the link in the description below. Andy, really nice guy, personal friend of mine, and they basically convert camper vans. So I've got a lot of knowledge been passed over to me from Andy, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to putting my knowledge that I've learned off of him into good use. So he has supplied me with 2 big bags of insulation, and I've started filling the little cavities. I'm not going to go mad filling all this yet because I've got to run cabling and conduit all the way down. I just thought I'd start stuffing the areas I know I'm not going to run any cables. I completed all the back doors and I started carpeting those, so they've all been carpeted and insulated. What else? Oh, we fitted a reverse camera. This was £120 off of eBay. It comes with a new brake light and this camera module here. Really simple install. no instructions, but again, lots of content on YouTube. You just wire it all through, around the cable all the way through here, down to a 7-inch colour screen at the front there for the minute. And that brings up all my reverse camera feed. And then at the minute, I've just got to tidy this up, but I have tacked it into the reverse light feed. So as soon as you put it in reverse, camera lights up and you've got your reverse camera. So other than that, guys, that's pretty much where I am with the van build. I'll keep trying to post as much content as I can. If I don't, it's because I'm just busy. I've got a pretty full-on job. So this I'm literally doing in the evenings and when I get any spare time and when the wife lets me get out here. She's going to hopefully give me a little hand tonight, and we're going to get some content filmed hopefully, and obviously finish off some jobs that need finishing off. So thanks for watching. As I said, I'm new to all this, so bear with me. Any help, any tips, any pointers, please chuck them in the comments, because I'd love to hear from people that have done van builds. I could be doing things completely wrong, but I have been passed a lot of good knowledge, as I said, from my friend Andy, who builds these for a living. Again, Revamp a Van in Christchurch, Dorset. Check them out because they're fantastic. And hopefully within the next month or so, just after Christmas, we're going to have all the electrics sort of plumbed in here. We're going to go for some Renogy products. I've got good reviews on them, and I'll go into a bit more into that in my next video, or maybe a couple of videos down once we've got this sort of a bit finished, shall we say. So yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully you guys subscribe and keep watching the content. Thanks very much. Cheers, guys.